What's going on, Facebook? Coach Kate here, and I'm coming to you with another episode of Real Talk. And today I would like to talk to you about personal training as a career and how so many people have romanticized what we do and what the career is and what it isn't. So I want to talk a little bit about that today and what it means to me and how I think if you are interested in this career, the things that you need to know before you dive in. So first and foremost, a lot of people try to make this a career, a part-time job, something that they just do on the side and they're not fully invested in it. And I can tell you right now from personal experience that will not yield you much success. So if you're looking just to make money on the side, and not have to, exert a lot of effort, this is probably not the career to do that with. So first and foremost, stop romanticizing this career, because as much as I love my job and the rewards that I get from it, it is not what everybody thinks it is. So let's start from the beginning. When I first got into the career, I was like, okay, this is great. I get to set my own hours. I get to do what I love. I'm going to be in the gym every day just teaching people how to lift, and it's going to be all rainbows and roses, and there's not going to be any hard work because I'm going to love what I do. And of course, that is absolutely not the case. Just like with any career, you are going to like some things about this job, and you're going to hate some things about this job. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what you don't see behind the scenes and give you a little kind of insight with that first, and then I'm going to go into why this is such a rewarding career and why I do think it is a good avenue for some people, not all people, but some people to pursue if helping others and fitness is something that you love. So what you don't see. So behind the scenes, I may have, anywhere from 30 to 35 contact hours a week. So that's actual hours I spend in the gym training my clients. So for each one of those sessions, I have to have a workout planned, and I have to know my clients, and I have to know, what weight they're lifting, and do they have any injuries? Is there anything that I need to be worried about? Who's going to show up? Who's not going to be there? Is there anything that I'm going to have to modify, especially for a lot of my boot camps? So you have to do all of those, all that preparation ahead of time. So that is hours added onto your sessions. You also have to worry about, in my case, keeping track of payroll, keeping track of sessions, keeping track of, who's on vacation and who's not, and different things like that. So that's all part of your admin work, along with, if you're qualified to write diet plans, or if you need to check in with your clients, which you should be, all of those things add hours onto your work week. So those are all the behind the scenes prep tasks or admin hours that you need to consider. So not only am I working 30 to 35 hours of contact hours, I have all the prep work to do behind the scenes. So that's added hours onto my work week. Beyond that, you're going to have some difficult clients, and you're going to have some people that you might not necessarily get along with, or they don't see eye to eye with you, and you have to figure out how to work with people. A lot of this job is psychology. If anybody has been in this business for any amount of time, then you will understand that most of this is psychology, and change behavior change, and behavior modification. So having to deal with people on a very real and very personal basis, and it's case-by-case scenario. No two people are the same. So having to learn your clients' nuances and remember those, and be cognizant of where they are at in their journey, and that weighs on you very heavily. So if you really truly care, which you should, to be a good personal trainer, all those things are going to kind of consume you. So workouts become a lot harder. So before, when I was just training, when I had an 8 to 5 desk job, and that's all I did, my workouts were super easy because I could just go in after my 8 to 5 desk job or go in before work, and it was my time to kind of relax and just hit the weights hard, and it was a great thing, and I looked forward to it. Well, now I have to worry about, okay, where am I going to get my workout in during the day? Because now I can't work out before work because that's when my clients work out, and I can't work out after work because that's when my clients work out. So now I'm stuck with this middle of the day kind of routine, and it's hard to stick around and work out at the place that you work. So After I finish my morning clients, working for 5 to 6 hours, then I have to say, okay, now I have to stay here at work and do my workouts. And usually there's people there that whether it be boss or coworkers or other clients, or even your own clients coming in, asking you questions, interrupting things, and that's all part of it. So you just have to expect it, but you have to get your workouts in regardless, because you have to be able to walk what you talk. So getting in your workouts is a struggle, but it's also a priority. So you will have early mornings and you will work weekends. That's just the way it is. People work out before work and after work. So you have to be willing to get up at 4 a.m. and you have to be willing to come in on a Saturday or Sunday. And that's not to say over time you can't make a more flexible schedule, or a schedule that you enjoy a little bit more, but that's after years of working with clients and years of sustaining a certain level and being at a level that you can be in demand, and you can kind of adjust your schedule to do what you want to do. But that comes with many, many years of experience, and after you've kind of proved yourself in this industry. So the schedule is not always cracked up to be. You're not going to be able to choose your own hours. You are at the mercy of your clients. So that is a very, very, very common misconception. And like I said, you have hours of admin work to do on top of your contact hours. So you're not choosing your hours. You are working regardless of whether you are at the gym with your clients or not. So along with that, your income is never really guaranteed. So you've got clients that go on vacation, you've got clients that get sick, you've got clients that cancel for one reason or another, and your income fluctuates from month to month. If you are a contract type of employee. Now, if you're a personal trainer that gets paid by the hour, or something along that line, and you're more of an employee status and you just get paid for being there, that's a whole other story. But in my experience and the way I've been doing things at Optimal Performance, it's very much you get paid for the work that you do, and which is also a good thing, but I'll get to that a little bit later. So, but your income is never guaranteed, and it can fluctuate a lot. So that's something to consider as well. A lot of people don't want to dive into this profession because they're like, well, how much money am I going to make? Well, if you're worried about that, then you probably shouldn't get into this career, because, well, I'll get to that in a little bit. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. So moving along, people think that once I get on at a gym, or once I announce to people that I'm going to be a personal trainer, that they're just going to come running. Like, you have all those people that are messaging you, asking you questions like, oh, I wish you were a personal trainer. I would go to your gym. I would come to see you. I would do this. I would do that. I would be all over it, and guess what? It doesn't work that way. They like to talk big talk, but when it comes down to it, you have to do your own prospecting. You have to bring your own clients in the door. You have to be on people continually. You have to be out meeting people. You have to learn how to talk to people. You have to go and do things that are outside of your comfort zone, like go to a business or go to an event, or reach out to people you don't necessarily know and say, hey, how can I help? And that's a scary thing for a lot of people. That's something I'm still working on, very much so, because I like to stay in my little hole, and I'm in the gym and I'm in my zone, and I forget that there's this whole community out there that needs my help and needs our help as personal trainers, and you have to go out and reach them on a very personal level. So prospecting is a very real part of this job, but it's also a very difficult part of this job. So your learning will never stop. You don't get certified and then you're like, okay, I'm good for the rest of my life. This industry is constantly changing. You are going to constantly have to be learning the next, whether it's the next new craze or the next new diet, or whatever that might be. You have to constantly be educating yourself so that you can speak knowledgeably about those things, and also so you can figure out where you stand. And I have values and I have morals and I have my beliefs, and I'm very rock solid in those things, but I also have to have an open mind about the fact that science is still improving. Things change daily. We learn new things about the body every single day. So just being a little more open-minded about what does and doesn't work, and what can and can't work for your clients is a very real thing. But having to keep up with your continuing education, if you are a certified personal trainer through something like ACSM, I have to have about 40 CECs a year or every 3 years to retain that certification. So keeping that in mind, that's more money on the back side of things, on my admin side of things, and that's also more hours that I need to worry about. So continuing education, and also personal development. I talked a little bit about the psychology part of it. But you also have to be constantly working on yourself in order to help your clients grow as well. So if you're kind of stagnant, if you aren't working on you, then how do you expect your clients to continue working on themselves? So at Optimal, we try to always get 30 minutes of personal development in a day. So that's something that Landon and Bethany really strive for with their employees, because they know it is it's a very important part of being a top level coach and progressing forward for your clients. So your spouse is going to be upset with you. That's just the way it is. This job is going to consume you, and you're going to come home some nights and you will have been at work from 5 a.m. until 8 p.m. and you haven't seen them all day, and they're going to be like, what the hell? Where have you been? No, I don't ever get to see you anymore. And like I said, once you get established and can have a little bit more of a friendly schedule and kind of work your way around that, that's one thing. But in the beginning, it's a struggle. And you won't see your spouse, and you will, go days without, having a meaningful conversation or having a meal together. And that's something you just have to expect if you're going to be a top level, good personal trainer. So having a spouse that is very supportive, like mine is super, super important. And knowing that right now it's going to be hard. In the beginning, it's going to be hard. But if you do the hard work up front, it's going to be worth it in the end. So lastly, if you truly, truly care about your clients, you're never going to be able to turn this job off. Some people go to a desk job and they work 8 to 5 and they shut it off at 5 p.m. and they go home and they don't think about work again until 8 o'clock the next morning. This is not that career. You don't get to just turn it off whenever you feel like it. If you can, then that means that you don't really care about your people and you're not going to make it very long in this industry. So truly caring about your people means that you're going to think about them at 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. or whatever when you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, I just had this really great idea and I think this could really help, so-and-so. So you will never be able to turn this career off. So I'm going to stop this video right now because I'm not sure how much memory I have left in my phone. And then I'm going to add the second part of this video right after this. So don't just listen to this part because this is a bad part, and I want you to hear the good part as well. Okay, so this is part 1. I'll be uploading part 2 very, very shortly. Thanks. Alright, I checked my storage and I got plenty of it, and that's good because now I get to talk about all the amazing things that a personal training career can offer you. So all of the struggles being said, and I just listed a few. That's definitely not all of them by any means, but this is the most rewarding career of almost anything that I can think of. We get to see our clients almost every day, mostly 2 or 3 times a week, and we get to impact their lives in a positive way every single day. And that is so powerful. And I think a lot of people underestimate that. Especially if you are a personal trainer, you need to know that these people rely on us to be the best part of their day and to give them the energy they need and to give them the motivation and inspiration they need to keep going. And that is so huge that I don't think we can quite grasp what we do for people until something really cool happens, or until somebody makes a major transformation. Then we get all the credit, we get all the kudos and blah blah blah. But it's the daily motivation and the daily reminders that these clients need us, and we are able to touch lives every single day, and that's so important. So my job allows me to do that, and that's really, really exciting because I feel like I was made for this. This is what God intended me to do, and I'm finally living out my purpose. And to feel that is truly an exciting thing every single day. So if you are money driven, I will tell you that you can make as much money as you want as a personal trainer. So for some people, that's really, really exciting, because if you work hard enough, typically the work that you do reflects the amount of money you make. So that's really awesome for some people who are super money driven and want to make a lot of money, because you can work your butt off and make a lot of money. Some people, if you're salary, or you have an 8 to 5 desk job and it's just I do the same things every day, you have no potential to keep growing. Or you can work your butt off, but you're still going to make the same amount of money as Joe Schmo over here slacking off. So I think that's a really great part about this job. That being said, you have to care first. And that is the root of everything that we do. If you don't care about your clients, and I know there are trainers out there that don't care about their clients because I've seen it, and number one, it pisses me off. I don't know if you got that vibe, but it really, really upsets me. But if you don't care about your clients, you're not going to last very long. And your clients will weed you out, and your clients will rat you out, and your clients will leave you bad reviews, and they will, be the end all be all for you, because the reality of this industry is that, the career lifespan is only 1 to 3 years for a personal trainer. And that's because people get into this career thinking they're going to make all this money, and they're going to, have all this free time, and they're going to do what they love to do, and it's all going to be sunshine. And that's not the way it is, obviously. But that being said, if you do really care, balance will be non-existent, but you will come to embrace that, and you will see that as a positive thing, and you will know that I don't have balance in my life because I care so much about people, and I have these relationships, and I'm growing these relationships with people that, number one, care about me as well. I know all my clients care about me just as much as I care about them, and that is a super exciting thing, because now I've got this two-way street and these connections with people that I never had before. So that is super special, and like I said, something not a lot of other careers can boast. So you'll always be thinking of your clients, how can I help them? How can I serve them better? What should I be doing better? And that in turn makes you a better person. Like I talked about personal development, you are going to keep growing as a person through helping other people. And that is something that's not offered in very many other careers. So you will you'll get to witness a lot of big changes in people, and that's really, really exciting for many reasons. Not just the weight loss or the physical transformations, but the mental transformations I've seen in people have been even more. Thank you, airplanes. Thank you, Wichita. The mental transformations I've seen have been even more astounding than the physical ones. So that's something that's really special to me, and something I hold dear, and I will never be able to, unlive some of those moments, and I'll always be able to have that in my heart. So you will impact lives, and if you care about people on a deeper level, then that's going to make you a better person. So this career is just unlike any other that you will ever be a part of. So if you truly care about people deep down, and you want to help them, and helping people is your number one priority, then this job is perfect for you. You would get a lot of fulfillment out of it, and you would help a lot of people. And I think that's what we are put on this earth to do, is help other people. And people do that different ways. There are people that help in the ministry, and there are people that help by leading others, and there are people that help at hospitals, and there are many, many ways that you can offer people help. But being a personal trainer, to me, was my calling, and through finding that, I have been able to grow so much more personally, and it's phenomenal. So I did not make this video to discourage anybody that wants to be a personal trainer. I made this video because I want people to know the truth about personal training as a career. I want you to know that you're going to have to work your ass off to be a top level coach. I'm not there yet. I'm still working on it. But in the end, it's all going to be worth it. And you have to keep believing in that, and you have to know that what you're doing makes a difference, and you just have to care. Bottom line, you have to care more than anybody else. You have to be genuine. You have to be yourself. But caring about people is the root of this business. And if you are out there looking for the next big paycheck, or the next easy way to make money, or whatever that might be, then this isn't for you, because it's hard work. And I would hate to see somebody on a journey come into a gym and find you when they're really looking for somebody to give them more than you can give, if all you're worried about is money. So if you are looking for a gym, if you are a personal trainer or wanting to be a personal trainer, I would say be open-minded. Don't close off opportunities just because it doesn't fit within your little box, because I doubt any one place is going to check all of your boxes. So if you are all in, and if you believe in the mission of a gym, and you have done your research and you know that their leaders are good and wholesome people, and you can get behind their mission, then go for it and go all in. Don't be shy. Don't be hesitant. If this is your calling, then please just take that leap, because so many people out there just settle and never really find their true purpose. So I urge you to do that, and I urge you to do your research. And if you're looking for a gym, or if you just want to know more about the personal training career, please come to Optimal. We will be more than happy to put you through an internship or let you shadow our sessions, or just speak to you about the career in general. So I hope that is helpful to any of you that are considering the personal training career. And if you have any questions, comments, anything at all that I can help you with, please let me know. Send me a message, comment below, or stop by Optimal Performance. So thanks, guys, and that is my very long real talk with Coach Kate.